Hello, this is Salty323 and welcome to a multiplayer online battle in Rome Total War. I'm playing as the Julii faction. My army consists of 6 Praetorian Cavalry, 1 Archer Auxilia, and the 1 Legionary First Cohort, and the rest Urban Cohorts. The Legionary First Cohort has gold, and 1 XP. The Archer has gold, and 2 XP. The rest are gold. My allies consist of Pompey and Coda. I think Coda has a YouTube channel, but I'm not 100% sure. Right, Pompey is playing as the Brutii. He has 3 Praetorian Cavalry and the rest Urban Cohorts. The front 2 pillar screen for his army are slightly less upgraded, so we could get more, I believe. Right, Coda's army is 3 Companion Cavalry, oddly not in wedge formation, and the rest Urban Cohorts, but with 1 Legionary First Cohort, all gold. So, a fairly... no, not normal build. Is it Legionary First Cohort or Legionary Cohort? Yeah, Legionary First. Right, playing as the Greek cities is Heaven Elite. He has, I think, 17 Spartan hoplites with 3, could be XP or gold attack or silver, bronze, silver, whatever. Macedon or Macedon, depending on which one you want, is played by Heaven Biscuits. He has 3 Cretan archers, gold by the looks of it. 6 Companion Cavalry, and the rest Royal Pikemen. The Companion Cavalry is gold with 2 upgrades. The Royal Pikemen seem to be gold only, unless the pillar screen has no upgrades, but it seems like it does. Playing as Scipii is Polish Legion. Oh yeah, Elita and Biscuits both have YouTube channels, but you probably don't need to know what they are, because you already know. Okay, so Polish Legion has 6 Companion Cavalry, gold, and the rest Urban Cohorts with 1 Legionary First Cohort. Quite similar to what I usually bring out. Right, the plan was for me and Pompey to attack Macedon and the Scipii quickly while Coda holds against Elite, so we could then flank round and help and hopefully win. But let's see what happens in the battle, shall we? Right, at this point in time I am walking up slowly to get into pillar throwing range. I've got my archers firing upon the Royal Pikemen on fire mode. I probably should have told them to go on normal mode. Biscuits moves his Royal Pikemen, however this opens them up to pillar. Unfortunately, it was the pillar screen which got hit mainly. Okay, Pompey is moving up to attack. Ooh. Yeah, he does have pillar screens. Right, I basically send my men up like this to form like one cohesive line. At this point in time, I was kind of holding against the Macedonians, and I send my cavalry round here to assist. What I could have done is told all of these units to move closer, because as you can see there's quite the big gap here. Unfortunately, Coda still isn't at a position to hold against Elita, at the moment, and elita is just moving his units round to assist, so cavalry charge would be stupid, basically. However, some of the Spartan hoplites are routing. At this point in time, I am slowly getting an advantage over here, I believe. Yeah, because I managed to get a small surround going, which is helpful. And they do a good cavalry charge. As soon as I see the companion cavalry over here, I basically tell my cavalry to charge. Because I knew at this point they couldn't do anything. I also send the rest of my urbans to halt any retreat. Both me and Pompey send our cav in. Polish Legion reacts, and Elita reacts by sending in infantry as well. Coda is just running around at the moment. He was finding a good position to do a charge on these units. Although, what I think could have been more helpful is if he charged into these. Sure, he might have got attacked by the urban cohorts, but that would have freed up all of these units. Unfortunately, I was, at the moment, a bit too preoccupied with this, and I was losing over here. I send a goodish cavalry charge in, however, Biscuits manages to turn round quick enough, and it was just suicidal. I also put my units on guard mode because of the cav charges. I perhaps shouldn't have. No, shouldn't have. Is it of or have? Shouldn't have. Yeah, I believe that's it. Not 100% sure. A good cavalry charge manages to rout one. However, my cavalry is now sandwiched. However, it managed to rout another unit, which was good enough. But it then decided to stand still. And what I basically do is I send my cavalry in to attack the opposing companion cavalry. And at the moment, my army is just one blob. What I probably should have done now, which I believe I actually do, is I send my cavalry in to assist over here. It manages to rout one, maybe 2 units. However, at this point in time, I didn't have enough cavalry. And both me and Pompey managed to form a mass rout on the Scipii. And that was basically the end of the game for him, because he's got about 3 units left. Ooh, I didn't actually see that. Yeah, the problem is that both me and Pompey and I believe Coda don't have any cavalry left, or not as sufficient amount. Well, actually, Pompey still has roughly still has his 3 units almost at full health. I've got about 1 unit, but just in numerous armies, and unfortunately I was getting fired upon by the Cretan archers, and it was hitting my general unit as well. The problem is that I couldn't chase them as of yet, and unfortunately is no one was chasing off the routers, meaning that we would likely lose. Elite is pushing up quickly. I was sending my archers to fire upon the Spartan hoplites from the sides. onto this unit again. Probably not in flame mode would have been best. I basically do a charge for glory, but it didn't really work at all. It didn't even charge. Unfortunately, all these units were routing, and they're fairly strong. So what you can probably can guess is that both me and Pompey are sending what remaining units we have over to this front here because of Coda can't last any longer. We managed to rout a few units, but a few of our units rout as well, and a good cavalry charge by Biscuits basically sends the majority of Coda's army, if not all of it, routing. I believe Coda only has two units left, but weakened. 6 and 29. At this point in time, I was just doing a mob, and unfortunately my general dies, and we eventually lose, really, because of I was just doing a mob attack, so I couldn't flank round, and Elita Legionary I could, and we don't have enough units left. And look, this is what happens, is that all of the units which were routing come back and to basically attack us. I've still got a few units left, and I basically tell them to charge. However, suicide. Coda sends a few units round here to flank, but I don't know what they're doing as of yet. Pompey still has quite a lot of cavalry, and I get surrounded now. In come the Royal Pikemen and more Spartan Hoplites and Urban Cohorts. So, yeah, GG is all I really have to say. Is that at this point not much can really happen, because of my remaining allies are both Rome. They've got less men, and I was just basically doing what I could with the fire arrows. However, Biscuits had more archers than I did, and so a fire arrow attack is worse for them. Well, worse for us, because of more flames, more panic, I guess. I basically send this unit to go and test judo formation, and I basically tell it to just do the walk through attack, just for the lols, I guess. However, it was taking a while for it to move. I've just noticed something. It wasn't really working, so I take it out and just tell them to charge in. And basically, at this point in time, it was charge for glory, because of if we manage to rout all this, we win. It's that simple. Because of if we rout all this, we actually have a number advantage, and we could chase down the Cretan archers, and so on and so forth. However, unfortunately, it wasn't our day. It's that we came close. It was a close game. However, Elite and Biscuits just turned round at the right moments every cav charge. And unfortunately, there isn't any cavalry units here charging down here. And eventually, all of our units were out. Basically, I'm still firing at the general just because of if the general dies, that significantly lowers the morale of the Greeks because it's a Greek army. But yeah, as I said before, it just wasn't our day. And looking at it, Coda lost a lot of troops holding against the Spartans, but the Spartans also lost quite a lot of troops. Those are the scores. It was a close defeat, yes, it was very close. I scored the second highest because of the cav charges, although some of them were good, but the ones which were bad were just horrid. And they didn't help, and it meant I had no more cavalry, so I couldn't flank at all. And plus I was holding against the enemy, against Biscuits, Royal Pikemen, which just meant nothing could really happen. And I didn't really get off that many peeler. But 1,340 kills for me, 754 for Coda. Understandable, he was holding against 17, I think, Spartan hoplites. And Pompey, 2,109. Good showing, I guess. Polish Legion. I'm surprised he only got 991. Biscuits, 1,459. Or 60, just rounding up. Yeah, understandable. And with the Spartans, you should be aiming at 1,900 kills. Always. Pretty much. Minimum, absolute minimum, 1,500, I would say. Especially in a 31k game. When you can have like 17 Spartans, and as long as you don't do the noob square, then you should be able to win easily. Unless, of course, you are against Carthage, which it depends on how you use them, and either way, against Carthage it will be very close, as Elita Legionary had shown in one of his videos. I think it was against Greco. Greco, I can't remember. But basically he always plays as Macedon. Always. And he's superb at them. All I know is in the Greek clan. You'll just have to watch a video of Biscuits or Elita Legionary. So here are the numbers. The reason why there aren't any casualties healed is because of the team lost. So there you go. This has been Salty 323. I hope you have enjoyed a multiplayer battle, and I shall see you next time.